Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 85. And today we're continuing on to read, Believe in Yourself, was That's the Place to Start, Where We Learn from Arthur by Mark Brown. Now, last time we read the first 3 chapters. Now, I'm going to read you chapters 4 to around the different chapters I'm not going to read yet. But this is to be announced contest. Anyway. We already did chapters 1 to 3 last time. Now it's time to read, let's say, chapters 4 to 6. Okay? Okay, that makes more sense to me. Anyway, if I would read more chapters and suddenly have a time, but, that's just me. Let's just read it now. So, shall we? So we got. Anyway. Believe in opening your eyes, ears, and heart, okay? Be curious. There's always more you than learn about everything. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyway, when you open up your eyes, ears, that's what Mr. Rapper said anyway. Ears and heart to new potentials, okay? New truths and even more possibilities. You discover how much the world has been to offer. Arthur has been, and his friends have been showing us how, okay? Wow. Mr. Rapper, I'm so pleased with the results. Next page, anyway. When Arthur discovers in the 2nd grade that a lot of people wear glasses, which I talked about in the Arthur's Eyes episode of Bedtime Stories, anyway. He realized that they're not such a bad thing. I have to agree with Arthur 100%. Anyway, especially have to help you. Changing how you look that can be hard, but you appreciate it. Your appearance will keep changing your whole life through. 100% agree with you. You wear glasses? Asked Arthur. Yes, but read, says teacher. He took him out that look like just like Arthur's. Suddenly, Arthur feel better. Arthur and the 2nd grade teacher from Arthur's Eyes. Now, see here, it was different than the drawings you saw in Bedtime Stories. It's a little bit different than that, but that's just me. Okay, it's a moose. Anyway, next page. Anyway. Now, I want to talk about this in another upload an archive, but, I remember this episode very well. Anyway, Arthur sees what really goes on when Francine is being mean to him. That presents an opportunity for Arthur to be brave and stand up for Francine, but also as a family. Okay. I know you're a boy to me because you feel insurance is what we pronounce it anyway. Hope you find a better way to express your inner pain in English. Have a nice day. Arthur the Fred scene for the episode called Arthur's Eyes from season 1. This is the series premiere of Arthur. See here? I felt worried for both Arthur and Francine. It's a little bit strange for Arthur and Francine, a little bit different than that. Okay, next page. Anyway. Okay, we're on the different pages now. Anyway. Okay, that I've never seen season 22 in my life. Anyway. Teacher seems to, look, the mysterious lives, but guess what? Teachers, are people as well. Okay? Buster finally gets a window into Mr. Ratburn. Wow, okay. Are a person with a whole world outside of school. Yeah. What if you're gonna be doing something real quick for Mr. Baxter or something? I don't know. I haven't seen that episode before. But let's just see what happens. When teachers go home, they're sharpening pencils. Okay? Eat kale. No, that's stop, okay? No. Buster, you don't need to eat kale. Anyway. And do you have homework assignments? No. Sharpened pencils are good, but dream of homework assignments are bad for you. Anyway, they don't even sleep. They just go into lower power mode and watch documentary, which is a good idea. Documentaries are going to be based on my upcoming documentary, which we'll talk about next week. Be look out for it. Anyway. Oh, man, this guy sneezed. Anyway. Buster and Mr. Ratburn, a special someone for season 22. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have not seen this yet, but I recorded it on my DVR. But it has to do with Arthur and Buster and then the teacher's lounge. You know, season and Buster, I'm surprised at you. You know, and drew that dinosaur at the whole thing. You know, teacher's lounge is gonna be a big please with the results, Buster. Kind of reminds me of Principal Today episode from Recess in season 2, but that's just me. Next page. Okay, that one I've seen as a kid. Anyway, when Buster does a report on his ischemia causation, Biggie's eyes are open to what inside of Buster's lungs are up against. Okay, I don't think I ever been in anyone's lungs before," said Binky from the Buster's breathness from season 4. Ugh. I felt worried for Binky and the other kids, you know. Arthur should have been ashamed when feel like nobody should eat and what you should eat. You know, that's just me. Next page, anyway. Not everyone the same in terms, okay? How they communicate or how they experience premarital interaction. George realized when he met Carl, a person with autism. If you watch this, Kane, this is for you. Anyway, that one, I have seen bits and pieces of that episode. Anyway, he taught me how to speak quietly, be clear, and not to take it personally if he ignores me. George, from When Call Me George, season 13. Now, great example right there. I couldn't see George anyway, or Carl, whatever. That one was a great example right there. You know, that's just me. Next page. Anyway, now I saw this on YouTube one time, and that inspired me to do a Recess Jokes episode on Germ Warfare, and that was a title called Germ Warfare. You know, I just want to call it that because it's basically based on a COVID-19 pandemic episode of Recess Jokes, you know. And that inspired the Recess episode where it talks about germs and all of that. That's how I came up with the COVID-19 episode of Recess Jokes, you know. That's just me. But in all seriousness, in a special video, Mr. Gravity shows us how to acknowledge, respond to, and how to fight against racism. And I have to agree with this right there, Mrs. McGarvey. You know, at the time like this, you know, I saw a video of, I never saw a video on racism, but one time in FWO episode 312 on my show, one person, like, one of my trolls, kept saying the N-word on my streams. I have to ban that person on my streams. And that was caused me to lose straight on my chat room. And thankfully, in season 8, we have subscribers only in the live stream. So that's just me. And then there's one other person. I'm not sure who he was because of racism like that. But hide that press. Anyway, talk about it, listen to other stories, and act. Thank you, Mrs. Montgomery. Same here what I was doing, just like Recess Jokes, episode number 32, 32. I'm not sure what episode it was in the time. The COVID-19 episode, Germ Warfare. And not really Germ Warfare. So anyway, I shared that title because it's all my mistake. Anyway. Racism is like a disease. I have to agree with that. Well, you're gonna mix it up between vanilla, chocolate, whatever, that type of racism like that. But that makes no sense. Anyway, if you don't treat it's just gonna get worse, Miss Garmy said for the special PBS educational video on racism. Yeah, I have to agree with Miss Grammarly right there. Thank you very much. I thought she was a lunch late for some reason, but no, she was. Yeah, when I was an adult, I thought she was a lunch late right there, but no, it's not that. But that's just me. But it was. I have to agree with her. That's just me. Next page. Anyway, Biggie takes responsibility. Excuse me. For doing something wrong and apologize. Now, I have seen that episode, bits and pieces, and that's all. The only thing I saw about this episode, in its own special way, yeah. What I did was dumb and dangerous. It was also mean to all the Mighty Mountain kids. Kind of reminds me of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to me, anyway. Who has been really nice to me. I'm very sorry. I'll never pull the firearm. At the time, yes, I'm very scared of pulling firearms. One time when I was 5, yes, I'm scared. I've been pulling a firearm. And now, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore because I learned my lesson on that. Thanks to Binky. But at the time, I was 9. My friend Caitlin Palmer, she almost did, and she pulled a red card out. Green means you're good, yellow means you're doing a straight face, and red means you're a bad behavior mode. So there you go. Anyway, when there isn't a fire again, the end. Oh, what? Is that a phone? Okay. Biggie and Mr. Haney, the principal, episode April 9th, part 2, season 7. Now, I don't know what it was, you saw that episode before, and I wanted to say this, Binky, if you watch this episode of, Bedtime Stories right now, it was difficult for you guys to read the whole poems, based on the whole true events based on 9/11, Principal Haney was very pleased and said, I'm pleased for you, Binky. I want to say I'm sorry, you should have been punished for this. Next page. Anyway, that I have seen bits and pieces because it's #1 favorite. Anyway. On a tour of the White House, which I saw in the news hour before, bits and pieces. Anyway, DW meets a nice man who happens to be, where are we again? Let me see, next page. Oh yeah, never mind. Meets a nice man who happens to be the president. Yeah, President George W. Bush. Okay, it makes more sense from, or Bill Clinton. That makes more sense. Whatever states that. Okay. Anyway. She is showing an example of confidence, truth, and never talking to anything in face value, okay? I have to know where he stands on the issues. I can't vote for someone just because he showed me the few pictures of horses. DW, from DW, that goes to Washington Season 2 episode. Now, what it was, they show us the #1 favorite food of all time on my entire planet. Pizza. And the president loved it, surprisingly, that's just me. Next page, and then she got a bottle of milk. I don't know why, but I don't like it anymore. Sorry, anyway. Francine is disappointed that Jenna wins the Athlete of the Year award. I felt worried for, Francine, you gotta share. Jeez, anyway. But at the end of the day, it's much more fun to be happy with a friend wins something you may have wanted. It's called being a good sport. Fair enough, okay? Mr. Haney, I'm the champion. I'm the captain of the softball team. Fair enough. Anyway, the captain of the soccer team, and the captain of the hockey team, the captain of the lifeboat team, and the only person who can't sit on Biggie's head. And I should have won the award. Francine for the Good Sport in season 6. Now, Francine, I felt worried for you, but you have to share this award from this other person who won the award, Athlete of the Year award. Yeah, very happy for you, Francine, but good job. Anyway, next page. Anyway. Now, Season 9, I've seen bits and pieces of Season 9, but not all the time. Anyway, Buster believes in everything, okay? Until his favorite show gets canceled for false report on the internet. Okay. You know, it's just how are you going to respond to that? I don't know. You know, that's just me. Anyway. Arthur and his friends remind Buster to explain what is finds on the internet with his eyes wide open to true. Excuse me. Anyway, you mean just lie? You really think someone do that? Go on the internet and tell lies. I don't want to do that for you, Arthur. Anyway, Arthur and Buster and the Myth Maker from season 9. Now, if you watch this, Arthur, you know it wasn't all lies. It's more of a hypocrite. Excuse me, I misspoke. Anyway, next page. Anyway, this is a season 1 episode. I saw this and I really want to see it again. Anyway, Arthur knows what is better to use the conscience, I pronounce this word. Excuse me, rather than rely on someone else to tell you what to do. With Penelope's cookie casual scenes to be foretelling the future, Arthur asks its important question. What is that? Should we be obeying some old folded piece of paper, or should we make our own decisions? Arthur from Misfortune Television Season 1, which I record on my DVR as we speak. Anyway, and I have to agree with Penelope. You gotta do something, and Arthur, and I felt worried for Arthur and his friends. You know, it just really means to me, and it means to everybody else. Anyway, next page. Anyway, we can hear that Baby Kate and Pal were thinking and saying, okay, come in.
Here, last piece of pizza.
Thank you.
Here, just grab it. Just grab the pizza.
Thank you. Okay.
And I'll take this back out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we appear with my stepdad, ladies and gentlemen?
Sorry about that.
You're fine. Anyway, we view life from two completely different perspectives, okay? It's a good exercise to imagine yourself in someone else's shoes. Okay? Go on for slow, pal. Look at how much trouble I go through just getting my diapers changed. Yeah, I have to agree with Kate 100%. Kate the Pal from The Secret Life of Dogs and Babies, season 6 episode, which is a good idea, you know? It was a good example for Kate, you know, just if I were to hug her so bad, you know, that's just me. Next page, anyway. When Mr. Ratburn, gets married, which by the way, it was banned from one episode on Alabama public television one time it happened, you know, to Patrick, when he learned how important it is to support other people's happiness, no matter who they love. Now, it's about gay marriage, and I'm not going to say what it is yet, but that's just me. Anyway, we care for our teacher, and he deserves to be happy and to be with someone who is nice, kind, and fun, with someone who likes him the way he is. Arthur, Buster, and Muffy from the Mr. Ratburn and the Special Someone from season 22. Okay? Now, all this makes sense to you, and it really is a LGBT plus marriage thing. So, you know, it banned one episode one time on PBS one time, and I'm very not happy with the results. Next page. Anyway. Treat others how do you want to be treated. Francine hurt Fern, and I felt worried for Francine and Fern, by calling her a quiet little mouse. No, she's not a quiet little mouse, because you're not helping at all. Anyway, when Fern got even, Francine is also hurt. You better remember the golden rule. I always say, never serve anyone a soup that you wouldn't want to eat yourself. Miss Montgomery from Draw, season 2. Wow. Even now, you make more sense, Miss Montgomery. You make more difference, huh? Okay. Next page. Anyway. And now a few more words from DW, okay? This is one small step for me and one big leap for everyone else. From DW's Aims High from season 10, which I saw bits and pieces of that. Anyway, I like that this place is full of people who made a lot of rules. You gotta make more sense, DW. Anyway, and everyone is afraid of getting into the trouble. From DW's Goes to Washington to season 2. No, you make sense, DW. Anyway, if it's your blanket, I wash it. You killed it. From DW's Lost Blanket, which I have not seen. It's going to be part of Bedtime Stories episode in the future episode, but that's just me. Anyway, I think baby dogs should wear diapers. No, I don't need that, no. From Oliver's New Puppy, which I'll have to talk about another time, but that's just me. Saying DW's is get a little girl is like saying a tornado is get just a little whim. From Arvin's big hit from season 4. Now, I saw the episode. I did not like this. I did not watch him hit DW. You know what I mean? Now, all of this made me feel bad for Arthur. Having to say, I told you not to touch it. It just terrifies me as a kid, and it used to be terrifies me as an adult. That's just me. We got one more chapter, and then we'll wrap things up, okay? Okay. Anyway, believing in working together to make things better. Now, organizational skills are important. Without order, you have a mess. Wow. Okay. When you choose to work together, you're showing kindness, others and his friends, believing in helping each others, okay? Even when it's hard, okay? Wow. That, you make sense now, Arthur. Okay? Next page. Anyway. Now, I saw this during the Bedtime Stories episode of Arthur's Halloween, but that's just me. Anyway, taking action when you see someone needs to be part of being a good neighbor and citizen, okay? Mrs. Sybil opened the door and turned on the porch light. She gave Arthur DW a big hug. She decided to get relief, said Arthur. Anyway, Arthur to Mrs. Tipple from Arthur's Halloween. Excuse me, I'm just rubbed it, but this makes more sense to me. Even that makes sense, okay? Next page. Anyway, as dynamic girl characters who raise their voices. Okay? Muffy and Francine become instruments to change, okay? You as well become a leader and speak truth for power, okay? In conclusion, over half of the people on Earth are girls. I have to agree with that, anyway. So please create some decent girl characters, Muffy and Francine. From Agent of Change, Season 14. Yes, I have to agree with that 100%. It's good. Next page, anyway. You can be a superhero every day, in small ways. When DW imagines monsters under her bed, which I have not seen Arthur the Brave while I'm talking about in Bedtime Stories, but that's just me. Anyway. Arthur confronts her instead of teasing her. If you want to save the world, Start with small and acts of kindness. I have agreed with this book 100%. Some of being a brother is being better than being a superhero. Yeah, Arthur from Arthur the Brave. Now, not saying what season they're on, but yeah, it's if you saw this book, you know that's just me. Anyway, next page. Anyway, how do Arthur and his friends work together? Okay, when their favorite books series gets banned from the library. I felt worried for the book series, you know. Terrible advice, you know. I just felt like, oh my god, this is going to be a bad idea. Anyway, and we're in the 25-minute mark. We're almost finished these chapters. Anyway, they're recovering the brain to save the day by using research and facts to protect the library from censorship. I felt worried for them. It's just bad, you know. What we need to do is I can't pronounce this word. How pronounce this word? Sorry. Demonstrate that we're not alone in our opinion, said the brain from the Scare Your Pants Off Club season 1. Yeah, that one I've seen. It was a great one, episode 100%. Next page. Now this one I have seen. It's part of Bedtime Stories episode. How many pages left is there? Okay, not in the slightest, but you know, that's just me. And we'll be done. We'll have 6 more pages. Anyway, we'll be done. Anyway, when you have the important task to do, like preparing for a spellathon, which I saw during Bedtime Stories episode. If you haven't saw my Bedtime Stories episode, Cheese Trouble, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, there's no one better to ask for help than those everyone by your side. Think of your community as a team and help you succeed in all of your endeavors. Excuse me, I misspoke. Anyway, Arthur's family helped them study. Grandma asked for Arthur his spelling words. Okay? How about your CHORES? Our father asked. Have you made your BED? A mother added. Arthur and his family from Arthur's Teacher Trouble book, which I've seen multiple times, and that was a great idea, you know. Drawings like this a little bit different than you saw in the original book. You know, that's just me. Next page. Have you ever wondered how you can take care of our planet? Yes. I have not seen this. This will be the last book we read from Arthur, and then we'll do another Bedtime Stories episode on something else. You know, that's just me. Anyway, when Mr. Rapper asked his class to think of ways to be protected the environment, Arthur learns that he can, even at home, each of us can make a global difference, okay? I found things that I can do to save energy in almost every room, Arthur said from Arthur Turns Green, which I've not seen yet. This is a 2011 book, see here. And Arthur, Francine, and Buster. This is a good example right there. Anyways, this will be the last page of the book, and I'm so done with this episode. Anyway. That'll be great, and I saw this episode one time during Bedtime Stories episode. You gotta check it out. Anyway. Camp isn't so bad, after all, when Arthur ends up working together. When his friends to work the scavenger hunt. Okay. He carried the final object right in his hands. Hooray for friends working together. Flashlight week 1, 3 cheers from Arthur. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. Anyway, Arthur and friends from Arthur Goes to Camp. Now, all of this made me feel like drawing this, you know? And this is making more sense to me. Finish line. So, that's a good idea to make frogs out of this. And we're almost done with the book. We're about a lot more pages left to go. And let's see, how many more chapters left? Let's see. We still have about 4 more chapters left to go. That's good. And we'll be done with the book. So, That was episode of Bedtime Stories, episode number 85. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be either it's the third part, and I'm sure it's going to be a final part yet. We'll just see what happens on Believe Yourself, with That's the Place to Start, What We Learned from Arthur by Mark Brown. Till next time, salute, Jarvis, goodbye, peace out, baby. We go on Bedtime Stories, you guys pursue. Till manager say out. See ya.